In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. We begin with the blessed name of Allah, the one who is most kind and most merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, if you have stopped on this video, understand, this is a sign from Allah. By the oath of the Lord who created you, tonight can change your destiny. No long tasbih, no thousands of repetitions, just 7 times, only 7 times, and your fortune will awaken. I am not here to make empty promises. I am making a firm vow. After tonight's practice, sustenance will come walking to your doorstep by morning. Now listen carefully. If you are poor, burdened with debt, ill, unemployed, or your prayers seem unheard, then tonight, this small practice will open a treasure chest in your life. My dear brothers, the time of the practice is after Isha till before Fajr. Choose any time in between. Sit alone in a quiet room, dim the lights, and fill your heart with this one belief. I trust in Allah, and Allah will surely change my destiny. Now hear the actual words of the practice. These are not ordinary words. They are the words that shake the treasures of Allah. If you recite them 7 times with a sincere heart, destiny turns in your favor. But this must not be read casually. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine you are sitting before Allah Himself and say with deep feeling, O the one who enriches everyone without need. Ya Allah, fill my empty hands. O the giver, change my destiny. O the provider, place boundless blessings in my sustenance. O my Lord, brighten both my world and my hereafter. After each recitation, ask from your heart, whether it is for freedom from debt, wealth, health, or family happiness. After completing the practice, spend a few moments in silence. Believe deeply that your dua has already been accepted. Then watch what happens by morning. The poverty, pain, and distress that were breaking you from within will vanish overnight by Allah's command. Believe me, this practice has already transformed thousands of lives. Some were freed from debt. Some witnessed sudden wealth. Others saw unexpected doors of sustenance open. You only have to recite it once, with faith. By morning, your heart will itself testify to the power of Allah. If you are poor, ill, or tired of people's taunts, don't cry tonight. Just say, O my rich and generous Lord, bless me with such wealth that needs no one's help. By Allah, this will be the moment your Lord Himself decrees goodness in your favor. This practice takes only 30 seconds, but its blessings can change your entire life. After reading it 7 times, immediately read Durood Ibrahimi 7 times, so your dua reaches the heavens. Then ask for whatever you desire and say, O my Lord, I trust your promise. Now bless me with the wealth hidden in my destiny. Then just wait and watch what happens by morning. Your destiny will change, your poverty will end forever, and your Lord will bless you with what you never imagined possible. Remember, this is not my promise, it is Allah's promise. He said, if you are grateful, I will surely give you more. So tonight, ask Allah with gratitude, faith, and love. And when you open your eyes in the morning, smile, because your new time has begun. Remember, success comes only to those who ask with certainty. Tonight, ask with that certainty and watch how the doors of treasures open before you. This practice, I promise, you have never seen, heard, or read anything like it before. You may have recited Ya Ghaniyyu countless times and Ya Rabbana thousands of times in your life. But my dear friends, have you ever recited Ya Ghani, Ya Rabba in this specific way I am about to reveal tonight? No, you haven't, because the secrets of the saints, Ahlullah, are rarely shared. Their tasbihs are not told openly. But today, only for the sake of Allah's pleasure and to serve the suffering humanity, I will share with you this powerful spiritual practice. Believe me, my brothers and sisters, in one night, your problems will turn into ease. In one night, illness will go, troubles will disappear, infertility will end, relationship blockages will break, the cruelty of oppressors will stop, and every difficulty will end in just 3 moments, about 3 minutes. The beauty of this practice is that it works within 3 or 4 minutes, but I have still mentioned morning as the time when your relief will be visible. By morning, if anyone has been unjust to you, you may have recited these words thousands of times in your life. But today, I will reveal to you the hidden secret, the divine code, the mystical phrase of Ya Ghani that you have never heard or read before. After that, you will recite Ya Rabbana, then the 3rd spiritual practice, then the 4th, then the 5th. These 4 or 5 things I am about to tell you must all be recited between Durood Sharif at the beginning and the end. Now listen. You may say, I've read these spiritual practices before, but when you hear the exact order and method, you will realize that it is completely different from any spiritual practice you've ever done. This is my promise and challenge to you. You have never heard, seen, or read a spiritual practice like this in your life. I openly challenge the whole world. You have never performed a spiritual practice like this one before. I swear by Allah, in whatever home this tasbih is read, whether tonight, tomorrow, or any night, the people of that house will spend their whole lives praying for you in gratitude. After seeing it change the lives of millions of people, I am presenting this practice to you tonight. If you recite it with true sincerity, it will benefit you. Your conditions will change, and your life will improve. I seek no reward, no likes, no fame. So you recited it, but it didn't work. My friends, do you know why? Because no one ever told you the true way, the real spiritual practice of Ya Ghani. But today, I will give you that secret. If you have reached this video and skip it without performing the practice, you will regret it your entire life. Now listen to why this spiritual practice is so powerful. If there is any evil eye, any negative energy, or black magic that has destroyed your peace or your home, this one-night practice destroys all of it. It removes every curse and protects you forever. If you are sick, by morning you will be healed. If an enemy has done magic or restrictions on your work, home, or life, believe me, in one night the magic will end and its effects will vanish. Now understand carefully. The first spiritual practice is Ya Ghaniyyu, and along with it, you must also recite one more beautiful name of Allah, Ya Mughni. These 2 names together are the greatest keys to wealth and abundance. They are treasures of sustenance and among the top spiritual practices for financial blessings. So after reciting Durood Sharif 7 times at the start, you will say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and then recite Ya Ghaniyyu, Ya Mughni 7 times. Both names together count as one recitation. Repeat them 7 times like this. Ya Ghaniyyu, Ya Mughni, Ya Ghaniyyu, Ya Mughni, until 7 times. That's your first spiritual practice. After completing that, while still sitting in the same place, you will read the second spiritual practice, Ya Rabbana. Now tell me honestly, in the sight of Allah, how many times in your life have you recited Ya Rabbana? People often told you, say Ya Rabbana, read this, and your problems will vanish. You recited it again and again during hardship, illness, and poverty, but your life didn't change. Why? Because you didn't know this secret combination and correct sequence. Tonight, When you recite the second spiritual practice, poverty and hardship will cry and flee from your life. So after completing Ya Ghaniyyu, Ya Mughni 7 times, recite Ya Rabbana and Ya Rabbi together. Because Ya Rabbana means O our Lord, and Ya Rabbi means O my Lord. Together, they hold immense spiritual power. You must read them 3 times total, like this. Ya Rabbana, Ya Rabbi. First time, Ya Rabbana, Ya Rabbi. Second time, Ya Rabbana, Ya Rabbi. Third time. That's the second spiritual practice. So note down the counts. First spiritual practice, Ya Ghaniyyu, Ya Mughni, 7 times. Second spiritual practice, Ya Rabbana, Ya Rabbi, 3 times. Each one is a treasure and a miracle key that opens closed doors of sustenance and relief. After completing the second spiritual practice, do not stand up, remain seated in the same place. When you are completely free for the night, after dinner, after family time, sit quietly and begin this practice with full focus. Try to sit alone while reciting this, so your full attention remains on the practice. The more focused and sincere you are, the more benefit you will gain. If you recite carelessly or without interest, then the practice will not work. My dear brothers and sisters, you have already recited 2 spiritual practices, the first 7 times and the second 3 times. Now comes the third spiritual practice, which you must recite only 11 times. This third spiritual practice is something I have never shared before, because it works immediately. Why is this practice so powerful? Because it holds a hidden secret, a sentence that turns a poor person into a king. Great rulers, billionaires, and the richest people have found success through this spiritual practice. When you recite it, you will feel its power and realize that there is true strength in the words of Allah. Now, my dear friends and brothers, the third spiritual practice you must include in your practice is Ya Fattahu. This is one of Allah's blessed names, but if you add one specific phrase with it, its power multiplies 1,000 times. Allah Himself has sworn an oath upon this name. He said, "By my name, Ya Fattahu, whoever calls upon me with this name, during hardship, pain, distress, or illness, I will surely fulfill all his needs and desires." This is not a human's promise. This is Allah's own oath. So tonight, after reciting the first 2 spiritual practices, Ya Ghaniyyu 7 times and Ya Rabbana 3 times, you will recite Ya Fattahu, fill my hands with your blessings. Ya Fattahu, fill my hands with your blessings. Ya Fattahu, fill my hands with your blessings. Repeat this 11 times. It hardly takes half a minute to complete this practice. Though it takes me time to explain, when you sit to recite, it will be done in seconds, but that half minute will change your destiny. People will ask you in the morning, "What did you do last night? How did your life change overnight?" Your poverty will end, your illness will vanish, your problems will disappear, oppression will stop, blocked relations will open, and difficulties will dissolve instantly. And you'll wonder what happened. I have personally seen thousands of people perform this practice and fill their lives with blessings. Now, after completing the third spiritual practice, Ya Fattahu 11 times, you must recite the first kalima, declaration of faith. La ilaha illallahu, Muhammadur Rasoolullah. Recite this 3 times only. You may have recited the kalima thousands of times in your life, but today, I will reveal to you a secret within it that has never disappointed anyone. After this comes the fourth spiritual treasure, the practice that brings unseen angels to your aid, that causes wealth to flow to you from the unseen, that removes illness, infertility, blocked relationships, oppression, hatred, and brings love where there was none. After completing the practice at night, Raise your hands and make dua, supplication, even if you don't ask for anything. Allah will still remove your problems by morning, inshallah, because the one who recites this practice becomes beloved to Allah, close to His mercy. After reading Ya Fattahu, fill my hands, and then the first kalima 3 times, you must end with 2 of Allah's names combined, Ya Wahhabu, Ya Razzaq. When read together, it counts as 1 repetition. Recite it 9 times in total. After each recitation, ask for your heartfelt desire, whether it's wealth, sustenance, repayment of debt, or ease in your affairs. Then recite Durood Sharif, salutations upon the Prophet, and raise your hands in prayer. Blow gently over your palms and wipe your face, head, chest, and body. Believe me, this divine energy will flow through your whole being. I have explained every step, number, and order clearly. If you miss anything, replay this video carefully and understand each part before performing it. Inshallah, every dua you make tonight will be accepted. I pray that Allah Almighty accepts my effort and your listening in His blessed court, grants you whatever you asked for, and gives even to those who could not ask. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and share it with at least 1 person as a form of ongoing charity. By sharing, you automatically receive permission to perform this spiritual practice. You don't need to ask me for it. Take care of yourself. Remember me in your duas, and inshallah, we'll meet again with another powerful spiritual practice. Until then, Huda Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair.